talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words to the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When Just die, he going out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful. For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful. Rappers can't ball with Just, he break ankles. Cover all angles, we don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same, rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting, but it's like dime, experience time like Dr. Manhattan. Who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters, better chance seeing a kraken. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
All right, let's go. We back.
I wasn't ready. Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate. Use words to illustrate, over beats to stimulate. Phony MCs watch rare for moves to try to replicate. Piece of 8, add 2, our dime sector operate. Rare form in a solid state, but each rhyme oscillates. Language line for late, tongue of fire, know our cards are ways. Foes act like vipers when they truly guard as snakes. So ours is a galaxy of simply dark and space.
Let's go.
In the marketplace with backstabbers with sharpened stakes.
Yeah.
All gas, no brakes through the snakes. So ours is a galaxy of simply dark and space. In the marketplace with guard as snakes. So ours is a galaxy of simply dark and space. In the marketplace with backstabbers with sharpened stakes. Grapes, let them hate, stop with grapes. Let them hate, stock sound. In the marketplace with backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sound, sounding great. One night with red love be like. In the marketplace with backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes.
Meme evolution. Yo, can you make beats for me?
One night with red love be like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta be a rarity. No second rate.
Yeah, over competition, there's no second place. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back.
Engineering this session.
I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh,
working on this water and good news.
Promise I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words to the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No
you tell me what you're thinking about. What type of project you want to do?
Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When Just die, he going out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful.
I charge for my time by the hour. So
thankful. Rappers can't ball with Just, he
how many hours you want to book?
Cover all angles, we don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same, rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting, but it's like dime, experience time like Dr. Manhattan. Who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters, better chance seeing a kraken. Rappers talking behind my back.
What do you got in mind? Like,
I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that.
10-song project, 9-song project, EP, 5 joints, 6.
No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. I wasn't ready. Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where
I'm
you
sure
are.
we could figure something out.
I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on
see if it'd be a good fit.
It all.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate.
Let's go.
Words to illustrate, over beats
Appreciate everybody tuning into the live. RKG, appreciate that. Good job. Let's get that up there. You're on the road to 300. We lose 1, we gain 2. We lose 10, we gain 5. We take 10 steps to get 2 steps back. That's how it goes on this YouTube. But let's go. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my lives. Right now we spike hunting. We get the volume right. It's much easier to get the volume right when it's low than when the volume is loud. Because it's easier to turn up the volume and make it too loud.
No place to hide. Men do, but digital
Footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I never take a sucker side. When just die, he going outside. Lord willing. I tell you, when you can't breathe, you can't say no words but help me, like Daffy Duck.
Cover all angles. We don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same. Rare form, relaxing. Eyes is a galaxy simply dark in space. In the marketplace, the backstabbers with sharp stakes. All gas, no brakes, through life little.
Now, I know I done dealt with that already. I know I done dealt with it, but whatever. Equal those out. 93. So I see a question, how much do I charge? You talking like per beat? Like I said, like I bill hours by the hour. Depending on what you're working with. We can generate a sliding fee scale. So just to give you a single price, I don't operate a beat store or anything like that. You just go buy the lease for $35, $45. It's not really my business model. There's plenty of producers on the internet who work that line. We're more focused on digital information infrastructure, organizational structures, so I can absolutely make beats for you. I can make you a beat, but if you're interested in having a fuller understanding of what to do with said beat after the fact, other than just having the music, we definitely might be the right fit. But if you're just looking for kind of like the beat store type of production, I got some people I can recommend you to. Send me an email. Let's talk beats at gmail.com. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, it's just first pass. Come back second pass, we're gonna get real granular. So we just want to get a general baseline right now. And for the most part, things are pretty good. Like, this is crazy. I don't even know what's going on over here. I can't believe it. I can't even believe I passed this. No days promised, I could lead them all. Ain't that the truth? Sudden cardiac, let's go. But God said, give me a new heart. Can the old world man work till his heart explode? That's how it goes. No looking back. Really God, I said foes act like vipers when they truly garden snakes. No gas, no brakes, do like little earthquakes. That could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour grapes. Gotta be a rarity, no second rate. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cat. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cat. Read and check the harm, free where you are. No days promise I could lead them all.
Move the goalpost,
Raise the bar.
They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize.
Get it.
No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie.
Don't lie.
Hating on dime won't be justified.
It won't.
I'll never take a sucker side. When Just die, he gonna not say in heaven. Hopefully it's not painful.
I hope not.
For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful.
But if it is,
can't ball with Just, he break ankles.
then it is.
All angles. We don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same. Rare form, relaxing.
Say I just be chatting, but it's time to experience time like Dr. Manhattan.
Who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters.
I may need to watch that movie sometime this week. Since I said that lyric. Wait, I'm experiencing time like Dr. Manhattan. But it's just a flowing from they say I just be chatting. So guys, I got some feedback from some of my partners. They said, why don't I be the real me on live? I'm like, this is the real me. It's just an aspect of my personality. They said I'm a star. I guess let's just say I'm more. They just put it like this. Some of my ideas are extremely radical. They said, be the real you alive. I said, man, this is me, man. Just a kind of a laid back version. I got an extra gear for real. Like in life, I just got an extra gear. Yeah, oscillate. Now relate. I'm going. My God's awake. When they really got in snakes. Yeah, sharp in space. The sharpest stakes. Do like little earthquakes. Could be dead, but you're alive between sour grapes. Start sounding great. One night with weird, love me like 51st dates. No second rate. Rappers talking behind my back. All feedback is welcome. Indeed it is. Free where you are. I could lead them all.
Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days.
See our benchmark. You can see this is way beyond the benchmark. Let's get it. There we go.
Raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
Even if it's 1%.
Raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
You see that? It's a phantom.
Elevate, calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate. Use words to illustrate, over beats to stimulate. Phony MCs watch rare for moves to try to replicate. Piece of 8, add 2, our dime stick to operate.
Now I was straight with each line oscillate.
Language line for late, tongue of fire.
Let's go.
Foes act like vipers when they truly guard as snakes. Eyes is a galaxy simply dark in space. In the marketplace, the backstabbers with sharper stakes. More gas, no brakes, through life's little earthquake.
More.
Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour grapes.
More.
Let them hate, stock sounding great.
They are.
One night, red, love be like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta be a rarity, no second rate.
We ain't over competition, there's no second place. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move. Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact.
Okay, first pass, we can clean that up again later. But first pass, we always just want to get these things. We want to get these major spikes dealt with. But would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are.
Would you look at that?
Promise I could leave tomorrow.
Would you look at that?
The goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words to the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When just die, he going out saying heaven high.
Connect with the people. Connect with the people. Where I'm at.
On earth, I'm so thankful.
Let's go.
Rappers can't ball with just he break ankles. Cover all angles. We don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same. Rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting. But it's like dime, experience time like Dr. Manhattan. Who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters, better chance seeing a kraken. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that. King of the wagon, please don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar.
I'm wondering, like,
hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. I wasn't ready. Just could never go out. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised.
I'm wondering why am I keep making cuts and it's not working? It's not cutting anything.
They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave
First
tomorrow.
pass, let's go.
Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased it. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They move the goalpost, raise the bar. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all. And Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't
we also
phased
gonna
at
do? We're
all.
gonna get these out of here.
Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased.
So let's copy this, delete it out of there, go back to the song. I don't know why we have such a. So now this is block 5. Put that there.
Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalposts, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far.
Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize.
Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could.
See, this was the problem to begin with.
Move the goalposts,
that one right there.
The bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far.
Words of the wise, play crazy.
Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are.
Cats.
Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalposts, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far.
Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide.
Men do, but digital footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I never take a sucker side.
When just die, he gone out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful.
Move the goal,
They pussy cats.
reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are.
No days promise I could leave tomorrow.
Move the goalposts, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far.
Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide.
Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalposts, raise the bar. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalposts, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far.
Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie.
Let's go.
Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll
Never take a sucker side. When just die, he gone out saying heaven high. Hopefully I'm not thankful.
For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful. Rappers can't
Move the goalposts, raise the bar. I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalposts, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far.
Words of the wise, play.
Move the goalposts, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far.
Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check
See,
and
in this
prize.
view, they're not there.
Move the goalposts, raise the bar.
But they're here.
They can hate on dime,
Phantoms.
but that won't take them far.
Phantom
Words of the wise,
spikes.
play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When just die, he gone out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful. For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful. Rappers can't ball with just, he break ankles.
Cover all angles, we don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same, rare form relaxing.
Say I just be chatting.
But it's like dime, experience time like
Dr. Manhattan,
who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters, better chance seeing a kraken.
rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact.
Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalposts, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased
Let's
at
go.
all.
I am tripping. Let me save this. Because the system will crash. It'll just shut off. I'm sitting up here making all these cuts, making all these edits, and at any given time, the system will shut down. Let's go.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate. Use words to illustrate, over beats to stimulate. Phony MCs watch rare for moves to try to replicate. Piece of 8, add 2, our dime sector operate. Rare from in a solid state, but each rhyme oscillates. Language line for lace, tongue of fire, know our cards are weights. Foes act like vipers when they truly guard as snakes. Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace with backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no breaks through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive.
Say all gas, no breaks through life's little earthquakes.
One night, red love be like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta be a rarity. No second rate.
We ain't over competition, there's no second place.
Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats.
Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalposts, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far.
Words of the wise.
play crazy, get a check and prize.
Let's go.
No place to hide.
Check it.
Men do, but digital footprints don't lie.
They don't.
Hating on dime won't be justified.
It won't.
I'll never take a sucker side. When just die, he gone out saying heaven high.
Thank you, Lord.
Hopefully it's not painful.
I hope not.
For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
Rappers can't ball with just he break ankles.
Cross up.
Cover all angles. We don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same. Rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting. But it's like dime experience time like Dr. Manhattan.
That's probably my favorite line in the whole song. They say I just be chatting.
Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that. King of the wagon, please.
What a phantom. What a phantom. Welcome to my live. Appreciate you tuning in.
Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
And then when I make the cut, the Joker shrinks. Man, I tell you, man, there's never an ending to how strange this program operates. Now you can see that it's a spike right there. Now when I put the razor tool to it, where the spike go? It's tripping, man. So what we'll do, and I'll join it. And now there's a new spike, but we won't play that on the second pass. We'll get that on pass 2.
There's no second play. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When just die, he gone out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful. For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful. Rappers can't ball with just he break ankles. Cover all angles. We don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same. Rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting. But it's like dime experience time like Dr. Manhattan. Who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters, better chance seeing a kraken. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that. King of the wagon, please don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
See, we get these initial adjustments right, then we start spike hunting. And we start spike hunting. Alright, everything here is pretty good. Everything here is pretty good. I see some spikes in here that definitely need to be addressed, but let's zoom in because sometimes when we zoom in, they disappear. But let's go. Oh, elevate. Thought you couldn't fabricate. Overlays and levitate. Just try to allocate. Operate. Each verse oscillate. When they truly guarding snakes, I'm the things that hit the sound of space. I can say, there's no breaks through like little earthquakes. Could be dead, but you're alive, but eating sour grapes. I just think it to my bio to say happy art, say I'm a star. F-bomb what you say. To make so many rappers mad. And I don't intentionally sometimes I do. But generally speaking, It's not my goal to piss off rappers. But sometimes it's just not hard to do. It's like, I don't know what generation some of y'all are, but like Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw never could get Gadget. Ever. Dr. Claw could, no matter what Dr. Claw did, he could never get Gadget. That's how Dime does rappers. Dime is like Gadget, even though Gadget was a buffoon. Without Pinky, without Penny and Brain, man, Gadget mess everything up. I wouldn't let Gadget start my car. But got Penny and Brain with him. Ain't nothing Dr. Claw could do. Free where you are. No days promise I could lead them all. Why am I leaning forward so much? Let's go. Deep in the weeds. Hit it. Hit it. Let's go.
I wasn't ready. Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promise I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on Dime, but
See what
he
they say?
it all.
They say, who is He-Man uncle? Who is He-Man uncle? He-Man got an uncle? Who is He-Man uncle? I know He-Man said he had the power, so I like that. And I always like Orko. Orko was that dude. The Kuso music. Say featuring. This is Rare Foreign Dawn. Let's Talk Beats featuring Rare Foreign Dawn. Skeletor. So you saying Skeletor is He-Man's uncle? I didn't know that lore. You serious? The same deal. No matter what Skeletor did, cool, they had like Beast Man. No matter what Skeletor did, and Skeletor was powerful too. Skeletor was powerful too. But no matter what Skeletor did, I mean, like, no matter whatever he tried, it wasn't gonna work. Every episode. Yeah, but this is Let's All Beats, Rare Foreign Dawn. This is off of the project Water and Good News. You only hear it here. Private collection. We're working on the sessions. I think we're 5 songs into it. 9-song album. We'll be on letstalkbeats.com.
Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie.
Hating on Dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side.
When just die, he going out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful for the time that we spent on earth. I'm so thankful.
He was He-Man's dead brother, cast out, unfit for the throne. So deep. The way that, like them cartoons, man, they had so many gems in that. And he wasn't fit for the throne. Like, if you think about Skeletor wasn't fit for the throne. One, he was wicked. He was wicked. He was straight up wicked. But it's like, you let Skeletor get the throne, man, the kingdom gonna crumble. But that was his nature. So he was true to his nature too. So can he really be blamed? That was just true to his nature. And there's really nothing that he could do to go outside of his nature. But I did not know that. All these all these years? I did not know that. That changes everything about how that cartoon was, knowing that Skeletor is his uncle. Because He-Man was Adam. And so when I think about his pops in that kingdom, yeah, it does make sense. How you know that? Okay, we getting close to it. We can spike hunt. Play crazy, get a check and pride. No days promised, I could leave, just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact. Reading tick now. Okay, that's a good first pass. Let's see how it's looking. Okay, we can see. Bring that down a little bit. We can bring this down a little bit. We can bring these two down just a little bit. And then we can bring this one down a little bit. And then we can bring this one down a little bit. And then we can join them all together. Look at that. Look at that. Going to it. 1,584 unused recordings. Man. 1 night with Red Lovey like 51st date. Let's grab that one. Go all the way to all these. Hit it. Equal. Bring it back. Alright, so first pass. So second pass, we can already see. Not too many. We don't really have to fix too many. Get rid of that. Grab this here. Bring that in like that. There we go. You see, he always tried to steal the power sword. Then he would have the power. I'm a cartoon, anime, car crazy, knowledge seeker type person. They got the whole cartoon about it. Word. That's why he wanted the sword. And He-Man always, every episode, He-Man was going to show him. He said, I got the power. When I was a kid, when I was a little boy, the boys would fight and tussle. It wasn't even a sword. I won't say I come from humble beginnings, but I do. So it wasn't a real sword. They probably had a sword. It was like one of those like baby toys, you know, like the baby teething toys. But it had a ring, like you put the ring on it. But when I was a kid, the boys would fight over that to get that so we could throw it up and say, I had the power. It's crazy. Man, unlocked the memory that I had not thought about in years. Read and tick, nah, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Let's say this now is one variety up. If it lets me. Okay, it's gonna let me. Word. Great cartoon. Now, let's go look at, yeah, see, that's all wrong. Don't elevate, thought you gained data rate, thought you couldn't fabricate. Stimulate. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's nest all these in here. Let's nest that in there. Let's nest that in here. Say you a car guy, I was just looking at some tires. Not thinking of, you know what I'm saying, nothing too crazy, not something to buy, but I was telling my partner RKG that, you know what I'm saying, like fire websites. Let me see if I still got it up. Right. I think Yokohama got one of the best like websites for just overall performance, layout, the animations, just amazing. But I was looking at these tires right here. You know, springtime is, I don't know anybody who's in the car industry or a tire business. Springtime is when people buy a lot of tires. They got real good. These are the 225 by 40R 18 for 18s. So I was looking at these. I was looking at the Toyos, the Torrenzas, but then they told me like the Torrenzas, I don't know if he was like, that's really, maybe he didn't know what he was talking about. He was like a much younger guy, but he was saying that the Torrenzas that I thought were Toyo, I thought they were Toyo Torrenzas, but he was saying Bridgestone made Torrenzas. I was like, what? I didn't even know that. Subaru Impreza. Docks my ride in my city. Everybody in my city know I ride fishbowl anyway. We don't ride behind tents. Maybe we should, but we haven't ridden behind tents since 2015. Before that, I rode a 98 Mustang. Rusty roof. For those of you who know me, like rusty roof. Pull up in that 98 Mustang is no joke. It's like people say like they dream car is like a super power car or like $150,000 or $250,000 supercar. My dream car, 98 Mustang, and because I can fix it too. Like, let me get back to work though. I like the performance videos. They really know how to, like, like show off the features in a appealing way. So you're saying Bridgestone have many, right? So a tire that I like that's reliable, that's in the Bridgestone family, it's an economy, like super, like you can get 4 tires for probably like $390, but they're really solid. It's the Sure Drives. Now they can burn tread pretty fast depending on how you drive. So, but the Sure Drives are like reliable. But like I said, they would be perceived as like economy, but like, I come from like, my training with cars are from like guys from the old world. So we just want a good tire with great tread, good rubber, good tread life, good in all terrain. So is it necessary to have like to spend $1,000 on tires? No, I mean if you got it like that, then like by all means, you know what I'm saying? My uncle told me today, he's like, don't let nobody tell you how to spend your money. I felt that, like, so if a person want to spend $250 on a set of tires each, and what's that? So like, if it's just say if it's $300, that'd be $1,200. Then you got to add in like the maintenance, the labor, the like. Don't not get the road hazard. I couldn't even imagine buying tires at this point, not getting even if the road was like an extra $20, extra $30 per tire, but you get the brand new set of tires and then you drive off the lot and then run into a curve, blow the tire, and you don't have that road, that tire hazard. You gotta go back and buy a brand new tire again. I never do that. I always, even like I said, even if it's the higher end, like $28, $38, that's higher end for like the road hazard, but it's always worth it because. And dispose of it ourselves too. Rappers talking behind my back, and I like the Volvos. I like the new Volvo SUVs. Let's see, what is it? S90? No, what is it? C90? Yeah, I think it's the C90. I put the S90. Yeah, it's the XC90. I'm not, like I said, like a car guy, like, but as I get older, man, man, and I know that the interior is fire. You know the interior is gonna be beautiful. They're gonna have that beautiful screen. You can build one of these? My uncle told me, he's like, at least you don't got to build it. See, if you can build one of these, man, what? Now, the 23 miles per gallon, I'm not really impressed with. I would prefer, but I get it though for the type of build it is. Like, it's not a big time SUV, but I can understand, okay, 23 miles per gallon, but I would like my car at this point, I would like to be in the like 25, 32 range, if I can help it. 295 horses, we're not speeding, we're not racing. Yeah. I'm not really feeling the color, the champagne kind of gold, I'm not really feeling that. See, I would like this, something like this, I would like in like cranberry or a real nice burgundy. Like burgundy, cranberry, and a nice, we could either go like with a charcoal interior or camel would be cool. Go cranberry camel. That wouldn't be bad. Nice. Yeah, look at that interior, man. Like, that cabin just looks so. That cabin just looks so clean. And I know it's spacious. And I like a windshield. I don't really like the panoramic windshields, but I could tell like that type of windshield is gonna be so much like sight, like. Yeah, that joker right there, man. Man. Let me stop dreaming, man. Let me stop dreaming. Get back to work. Yeah, man. Maybe one day. Let's check this. Yep, I say I could hear there's a little issue. That's somebody actually came into the comments, and I couldn't tell if they were just being kind of cruel. I don't know what it was, but it was like they couldn't see the point of why it was input all the way to the max. And in the comment, I told them like I don't have a thesis for them at the time because it was one of my previous videos that I had done, and there was no thesis behind why I had it at maxed out. But dialing it back was obvious, but we don't always need it like that. But see, like, we want to have this master bus compressor activated just enough. We want to dial this back some. Yeah, let's go. Let's nest this. It's already sounding pretty good, but we're going to turn that music down just a little bit.
One night with red love be like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta be a rarity. No second rate.
Right.
Over competition, there's no second place.
Rappers talking behind my back. 8 pets on them, I know they pussy cats.
Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know
They pussy cats. Read and take.
Free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that
Yeah,
was
solid mix.
Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Been do, but digital footprints don't lie.
You say fire in a reddish color, black rims. Yes, sir.
Never take a
I do that when I think I heard something in the background.
Hopefully it's not painful. For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful. Rappers can't ball with just, he break ankles. Cover all angles.
Yeah, man.
We don't got
I
the
appreciate
same
y'all tuning in to the sessions, man.
where enemies became cool. God
Most
stay
definitely.
the same. Rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting. But it's like dime experience time like Dr. Manhattan.
Who wanna get rich off rapping?
Shit red in the deep waters.
Instead of us taking a crack at
Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that. King of the wagon, please don't put feelings over fact. Reading thick Nahan, free where you
I won't name drop, but a pretty prominent, like big time YouTuber,
raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
they gave me the game because in my mixes, I was keeping, like before, I would keep this low pass filter and I would have it too much. And they didn't tell me the number, but they told me to dial it back. And they were speaking specifically on vocals. So I applied this to the entire mix now. But
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculate
like the song really doesn't need all of that. Even though like I can hear it, my ears are trained to hear it. But we could dial that back. Be passing knowledge, of course. I'm gonna tune. That's what it do. Like same with the low end. And this bass is really controlled. This is a very composed bass. But I know like if you turn the bass up any more, like right now this bass is composed under 24 dB. So like we completely removed the low end, right? But it's so funny, even at a frequency of like 88 hertz, 86, 88 hertz, we can still hear that low end. But I like a lot of low end in my music. So we get it right around 40. And I'm thinking about trying to bring some of this bass up too. Let me see what the bass is looking like. So we don't even have anything over here. See, we don't need any of that. Like there's nothing going on there. We don't need any of that. And then that bass that we see down like in here, that's at like 320 hertz. We don't want any bass right there. Look at that. Clean it up right there. So we bring this back here just to kind of clean it up a little bit more, like around 200. Let me just play around and just boost the bass all the way up. We're not going to leave it like that, but yeah, man. Like we bring this back here and just move that up a little bit. Now the bass is over. This is way too much. We like a composed bass. And now the vocals are becoming more present. So let's check the drums. What network is it on?
Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Tick Nahan, free where you are. No days promise, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words of the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do with digital footprints, don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side.
When just die, he going out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful. Oh man, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Like, man, like there we get time like Dr. Manhattan. Let's just save this right now. Let's save as. It's been a power session. I didn't even remember, like, I knew Move the Goalpost, but hopefully, like, the concept lands, like, because, like, moving the goalpost is not right, like, in the game. Like, if we have an idea, like, this is the end zone, this is the goal line, like, and then every time I get to the goal line, then you move in the goalpost. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like, when I think of, like, personal development, they say, like, weightlifting. I want to do more than what I did before, or like walking, or if I can walk 5 miles, I want to go 6. If I can do 6, I want to do 7. So on and so you're always pushing the limits, pushing the boundaries. Like, don't get satisfied because, okay, well, I can shoot from here, or I can make it from here. We always got to kind of move the goalpost, raise the bar. So I hope that lands. But I know some of my detractors, oh, Dime, you just want to move the goalposts. I mean, I've had people say this to me before, like, Dime. They hate Dime. That sounded great. All right, let's go. Let's see this. Let's see. There's no second place. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Tick Nahan, free where you are. No days promise, I could leave tomorrow. That has added a little bit more presence to the instruments. To my producers watching the channel, you may be wondering, like, why is this signal only there? I'm gonna give you something. You don't want your music and your melody of your instruments all through the frequency range. You only need, I mean, you can do what you want to do with your music. It's still a free country. But something I discovered, like 160 hertz to 320 hertz, you already pushing it too much. And what that does is that creates space for the vocals in the low mid range, have your music in the mid high range, and then in the mid to high range, like high range, that's where your vocals occupy. Like 2.6 kilohertz to like 6 kilohertz. You want your vocals in there. I would say, like, my voice, like 80 to 320. And you'll see if we go to the vocal bus. So my voice is really like, it's coming like around like 120. But when I start going, see, we're down in here. It's too much. This what you say? This bring the game back. Netflix, they need to get keeping the radio spins. It's crazy. Music needs this type of rap hip hop. Man, I appreciate that, man. I mean, we got it. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like I said, YouTube now is like the way I view it. And see, I can't go back in time and say I would have started earlier. So I'm grateful for being right now, right here. Now is the time, and I think I don't want to say a lot of my peers, they're kind of missing that this is where it exists now. So it used to be on the radio, on the television. Now it's here. So I'm glad to contribute, even though these mega giant corporations really don't give a damn about us. But yeah, so my contribution to the platform, this is like my contribution to the YouTube. I mean, there's millions and thousands of people contributing to YouTube. But I could say when I leave, it's almost like scholarship, right? When I'm contributing for the culture, for the sound, for my measure of creative expression, I'm glad to come to the platform. And whether, like I said, even like we a small, you call it a community, we're a small niche of people. You know what I'm saying? So whether more people find out, whether they don't, we still got to contribute it. But I feel what you're saying, because there's tons of music being created, and that's why like I choose to come to like YouTube with it. You're not gonna find it on Spotify. I think I have like 2 instrumental albums from 2016, 17. And since then, like I knew like streaming is not really where it's at. Now, there's an end game for that streaming too, but nah, we doing everything here and on letstalkbeats.com. But this is what I was saying, like, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. So we got that. Vocal bus is cool. And now, because of how when we hunt for the spikes, we can compensate. I think this right here needs to be up just a touch. I think this needs to be up just a touch. Get that up just a touch, and then we can grab all of them. Just turn the drums down just a little bit. And then come into the mastering chain. And then now everything is pretty properly balanced. It's pretty properly balanced. We're going to listen to this one more time. That don't sound right. Stretches off. What's going on with that? Let's see what's going on. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. Beat tag buzz, beat tag buzz. What's going on? Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate. That's why. That's not the right one. I'm listening, I'm like,
try to replicate.
That don't sound like how it's supposed to sound.
Our dime sector operate, rare form in a solid state, but each rhyme oscillates. Language line for lace, tongue of fire, know our guards awaits. Foes act like vipers when they truly guard as snakes. So eyes.
Let's talk beef.
I wasn't ready.
Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact. Let's talk beef.
I wasn't ready.
Let's talk beef.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Just could never go out like that. King of the whack MCs don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but
See,
ain't fake,
right
leave
there.
tomorrow.
This is where that second pass is
Free
important.
where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate.
Goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate. Use words to illustrate, over beats to stimulate. Phony MCs watch rare for moves to try to replicate. Piece of 8, add 2, our dime sector operate. Rare form in a solid state, but each rhyme oscillates. Language line for lace, tongue of fire, no.
Raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate. Use words to illustrate, over beats.
Raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate. Use words to illustrate, over beats to stimulate. Phony MCs watch rare for moves to try to replicate. Piece of 8, add 2, our dime sector operate. Rare form in a solid state, but each rhyme oscillates. Language line for lace, tongue of fire, know our guards awaits. Foes act like vipers when they truly guard as snakes. So ours is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sounding great.
It's like second pass. Second pass exposes. It exposes things. Second pass spikes. See how much this is way quieter. So what we'll do is we'll come in, second pass. Let's go. Let's go. That's not a good cut. It's not a good cut.
There's no second play. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back.
It keeps not wanting to get that one right there.
I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take.
So your second pass exposes a lot.
Play crazy, get a check in prize.
And then we wonder why, okay, like why is that lower?
Men do, but digital footprints don't lie.
Because these spikes made it deceptive.
Won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When just die, he going out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful for the time that we spent on earth. I'm so thankful. Rappers can't ball with just, he break ankles. Cover all angles. We don't got the same tools.
Let's go.
Fine line where enemies became
Attention to
fools.
detail,
Our
laser
niggas
focus.
say rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting. But it's like dime experience time like Dr. Manhattan. Who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters, better chance seeing a kraken. Rappers talking behind my back.
See, my microwave couldn't do this. My garage door, it would have just did this all in bulk. And it's like, what? Nah, man.
Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
So clear that up. Then we're gonna grab this one right here.
Let's talk beef.
I wasn't ready.
And now it exposes really
Just could never go out
like
that. King
where
of the whack MCs
where the
don't put
floor
feelings
for this
over
was,
fact.
which is
Reading
why
Thich
it sounded
Nhat
so
Hanh,
much
free
lower.
where you are.
So ours is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sounding great. One night with red, love me like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta be a rarity, no second rate.
We ain't over competition, there's no second play. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking
and then we'll come in here like this and get that out of there. Like, I mean, it's night and day.
No days promise I could leave tomorrow.
And then now,
the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't.
Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating. Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with
and now we got a spike hunt.
all gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes.
Got a spike hunt. Let's get it.
We're alive, so no eating sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sounding great. One night with red, love me like 51st date. Non-negotiable, gotta be a rarity. No second
Let's
rate.
go.
Over competition, there's no second place. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No date.
Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes.
I want that just a little lower.
Earthquakes could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating.
That is a
sour
little
grapes.
tad lower.
Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sounding great. One night with red, love me like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta know our cards are weights. Foes act like vipers when they truly guarded snakes. Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour tongue of fire. Know our cards are weights. Foes act like vipers when they truly guarded snakes. Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour
Sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sounding great. One night with red, love me like 51st dates.
Unnegotiable, gotta be a
rarity, no second rate.
Over competition, there's no second place. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy.
Blaze, tongue of fire, know our cards are weights. Foes act like vipers when they truly guarded snakes. Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All know our cards are weights. Foes act like vipers when they truly guarded snakes. Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers when they truly guarded snakes. Flies is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no
Eating sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sounding great.
One night with red, love me like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta be a rarity. No second rate.
Over competition, there's no second place. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promise I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words to the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When Just die, he gone out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful. For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful. Rappers can't ball with Just, he break ankles. Cover all angles, we don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same, rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting. But it's like dime, experience time like Dr. Manhattan. Who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters, better chance seeing a kraken. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that. King of the wagon, please don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promise I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
Now there's some grit to that. There's some things in there that I really don't want to be there, but I'm not gonna trip over them.
Just could never go out
And
like that. King of the wagon, please don't put feelings
I know
over
it's
fact.
light years from where it was.
Free where you are.
You know what I'm saying? Like light years from where it was. So we are satisfied with this.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate, calculate calculating data
Race,
rates,
start your gun, fabricate, use that to
illustrate,
demonstrate.
over beats to stimulate, phony MCs watch
I'll be right back.
to try to replicate. Piece of 8, add 2, our dime stick to operate. Rare form in a solid state, but each rhyme oscillates. Language line relates, tongue of fire, know our guards awaits. Foes act like vipers when they truly guarded snakes. So ours is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes, through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sounding great. One night with red, love me like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta be a rarity, no second rate.
We ain't over competition, there's no second place. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words to the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When just die, he gone out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful. For the time that we spent on earth, I'm so thankful. Rappers can't ball with just, he break ankles. Cover all angles, we don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same, rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting. But it's like dime, experience time like Dr. Manhattan. Who wanna get rich off rapping? Shipwrecked in the deep waters, better chance seeing a kraken. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Just could never go out like that. King of the wagon, please don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
I wasn't ready.
Just could never go out like that. King of the wagon, please don't put feelings over fact. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but he ain't phased at all.
Even if it's 1%, just gon' elevate. Calculating data rates, thought you couldn't fabricate. Use words to illustrate, over beats to stimulate. Phony MCs watch rare for moves to try to replicate. Piece of 8, add 2, our dime stick to operate. Rare form in a solid state, but each rhyme oscillates. Language line relates, tongue of fire, know our guards awaits. Foes act like vipers when they truly guarded snakes. So ours is a galaxy of simply dark in space. In a marketplace of backstabbers with sharpened stakes. All gas, no brakes, through life's little earthquakes. Could be dead, but we're alive, so no eating sour grapes. Let them hate, stock sounding great. One night with red, love me like 51st date. Unnegotiable, gotta be a rarity, no second rate.
We ain't over competition, there's no second place. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Rappers talking behind my back. Apex on them, I know they pussy cats. Reading Thich Nhat Hanh, free where you are. No days promised, I could leave tomorrow. Move the goalpost, raise the bar. They can hate on dime, but that won't take them far. Words to the wise, play crazy, get a check and prize. No place to hide. Men do, but digital footprints don't lie. Hating on dime won't be justified. I'll never take a sucker side. When just die, he gone out saying heaven high. Hopefully it's not painful for the time that we spent on.
All right, I'm back.
Thankful. Rappers can't ball with just, he break ankles. Cover all angles, we don't got the same tools. Walk the fine line where enemies became cool. God stays the same, rare form relaxing. Say I just be chatting.
Like I said, first pass, second pass, solid.
Who wanna get rich off
So let's close up out of this. I thought we already saved it. And let's go look at what we will. Let's get a preview of tomorrow. And let's see the master reference. Let's just look at this real quick. This is basically the work that we did today. We update, I mean, every time it updates. So so it's a single premise. The independent artist who controls their infrastructure controls their own creative business destiny. See, a lot of artists, they're not using words like destiny. They're using like, I want 100,000 monthly Spotify listeners. And I'm like, in my mind, all right, let's just say that was the goal, right? And say we working together. You want 100,000 monthly Spotify listeners. Have you even begun to think what infrastructure is required to have 100,000 monthly Spotify listeners? But then the off the brain answer is like, well, that's what the industry is. That's what the majors do. But see, anybody who understands systems, you know those numbers can be fabricated. You know those numbers can be manipulated. You know those numbers can be bought. So rather than thinking, I want 150,000, 100,000 monthly Spotify listeners, or if I just get 1,000 people to give me $100, I have 100,000. Think, and I'm not to tell you what to think. You think whatever you want to think, because last I checked, it's still a free country. The world is out of control, but it's still a free country. But what infrastructure is required to earn 100,000? Identify the infrastructure. And see, a lot of artists, especially rappers and producers, we never think infrastructure first. We think outcome because like imagination is so prevalent with artists and creative people. So the imagination kicks in. Once the imagination kicks in, they visualize, okay, what I could do with 100,000, what I could do with 100,000 listeners, and they're visualizing that and not thinking granularly. Okay, like what infrastructure do I need to lay first? And it like the illusion is just post content on social media and create the music and show up every day. If you do those three things, then somehow that entitles, and they don't think it's an entitlement, but that's what it comes off as. Like, I'm entitled to an audience because I create music. It's like, no, you can create music till you go blue in the face. You're not entitled to that. So that's the premise. You know, you control your infrastructure, and if you take it to higher, more sophisticated like operations, infrastructure is always what is like target one. You target the infrastructure. You target the infrastructure, you capture the infrastructure, or you destroy it, or demolish it, or you break it. Mhm. You in a position to operate from strength. So operate from a position of strength. A lot of artists never put themselves in a position and condition to ever operate from a position of strength because the mindset needs, there's room for improvement. So, and every day we work towards solidifying, protecting, and building our infrastructure every day. Just like there's always income generating activities going on, income generating activities and infrastructure, establishing, reinforcing, defending activities at all times. Because if you don't defend the infrastructure, man, you already lost the game. So it say the vision, what this looks like when complete. This is the state of the system. This is the state the system is being built towards. Each line represents a project reaching its complete operational state. See, rappers and producers don't really use words like operations because there's a narrative of so anti-institution, anti-corporate. And I understand that. But as I grow and I get older and like I understand and I appreciate it more. But like, what's your operational state? And the rappers gonna get pissed off because it's gonna be because it's gonna click subconsciously in their mind. They're gonna be like, I've never thought about my operational state. But to keep that appearance, they're gonna have to present like I've always had an operational state. I'm well versed and I'm very in tune with what my operational state is. When mostly the state of operations for I would say 9 out of 10 rappers, 9 out of 10 rappers operation is sloppy. And a sloppy operate doesn't mean a sloppy operation can't yield a favorable outcome. You could have a sloppy operation, but you increase your chances to have a favorable likely outcome when the operations run smoothly. Now, no operation ever runs smoothly. That's the caveat. So, no matter how properly you plan, no matter how sophisticated your strategy is, operations never go to plan. But having an operational state is ideal. So we up here got a couple we got, I think, like for this year, we work on like 14 different projects, and see, again, artists rapping. When you talk to a rapper about a project, you're talking about an album. How many projects did you do this year? Well, I did 5 EPs, I did 2 full albums, and that's the extent of project. So project development, things of that nature. So, I mean, I'm giving y'all a real confidential, like behind the scenes of the administrative, which this channel is changing and adapting to every day towards, because to say I can't even help myself, so how can I help somebody else? My goal is, with the time that I have remaining on planet Earth, to help 1,000 rappers, help 1,000 producers be the hero in their own story. Every day I wake up, for me and mine, like, I'm the hero in the story. So I want that, the same thing. I can't say the same thing I want for myself, I want for you guys, because I don't really know y'all's dream. I don't know y'all goals beyond like personal development and like philosophy and how we think. But over here, it's like what I want for myself, I want for everybody else uniquely for them. And I want the best. I want the finest. So, and then we have to be good with a lot and good with a little. But it's like, man, gotta get your projects up, brother. You know, these guys, because the time is now. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, the time is now. Those gates are slowly closing. So let's say the Rare Form Archive, that's every verse from 2001 presented. I analyze it, punctuate it. Basically, I have a certain format, layout that I like my rhymes in, and we want it filed, and I want it traceable. I right now, on a form that nobody gets to read, I have 219 threads, so different verses that are up there. We do a batch processing, and the complete creative output for Rare Front Dome is documented as philosophical literature. So, so for some of you who may not know, or may know, if you know, my collegiate scholastic training is in philosophy and entrepreneurship from the University of Central Florida. Go Knights, charge on. Sometimes you guys may see me with the Knights hat on. So yes, that's where I got my training for scholarship. Then the next project is the YouTube live stream. So every stream is documented, and a lot of this is automatically. So when you guys come in, and sometimes you may have seen on my lives, you see me on the command line. When I'm on the command line and I'm running that system run, that's the backbone of all of these projects. So sometimes I may be working on a Red Front Dome archive, haven't archived a verse lately, but like at the same time, so when we do, because we've really been doing the mix and master for these projects, like we did No Need to Stress. So then, like, just say for example, since I stream of conscious my raps, I have to write them after the fact. So once the song has been recorded, be it from a live stream or from a session, then I can go back and transcribe the lyrics. So, like, for example, like if you look at my text editor, like this is for the, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Why? I know why we're not getting it. Because this is in this weird view. Okay, so we got rid of that. So now we're gonna grab this. Now it's gonna come over here. So after the fact, after I record, after I, like I say, stream of conscious, I can come back and transcribe it. once I transcribe it, I can run it through my Rare Front Dome archive system. That's where it's going to punctuate it, because this is just straight for me typing, listening to it, typing it out, transcribing it. But I visually don't want it to look like this. So I guess I can give you an example if you are on the stream right now. So, and all of this is ran locally on my machine and backed up on my machine. So like I said, all my projects, they have the hierarchy. So we got project 1. Like I said, we got 14 projects that we're running for this year right now. So in the Rare Front Dome archive, so like for a document, that's that, verse text scripts. So just say a production punctuation pass. So let's just go for a Bigger Sacrifice album. See, this is news to me, but then is it going to be, or is it going to be in verses? Yeah, so this has to be clean. So punctuation pass is supposed to have the lyrics. But if we open that up, so let's open this up. So this is how I like my rhymes formatted, or rather Rare Front Dome's rhymes formatted. For those of you who, like I said, we talked about He-Man today, we talked about Inspector Gadget. We run this a lot like it's the Marvel Universe. So for those who need to know, those who know, those who watch this live, yes, it's like if I was a mutant, I'm the type of mutant that I'm revealing like my true identity. Like Charles Xavier, Cerebro's gone crazy, and now civilization all knows who's a mutant, who's not a mutant, who's this, what's your private identity. Like eventually, like Bruce Wayne, Batman, the two get, everybody understands who they are. Superman, Clark Kent, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. So Rare Front Dome, yeah, if you didn't know, I'm Justin David. So, but the way I like for the lyrics for Rare Front Dome is, so like say if I want to play arguments right now in the background, I'll cue it up. Let me just get this open, arguments. So if I want to, because I publish like some things else I also do, I publish writings, essays, books of poetry, making these available. Opportunity for the Bitcoin miners, but they ain't stop just getting seduced by the finest. Love East Coast, Rare Your Highness. Need you to have my back and have you out there standing behind us. Parting gifts 2 days after Christmas, you remind us. Staring up at the sun didn't blind us. Reaper in the sky find us. Down with skipping school. Pity the fool. Papa B said just turn in your assignments, mineral rights and refinements. On a Skywalk 2 app, checking planetary alignment. Provide a balance, vitamin D and magnesium. Take better care of yourself like that's an easy one. Find out the joke's all on you, but there's no comedian. In a war in the stream where the city won. When it comes to who got it, who doesn't, it clearly shows. Arguing online with a grown man's a big no. When it comes to who got it and who doesn't, it clearly shows. Arguing online with a grown man's a big no. Got better things to do with our time. Arguing online with a grown man's a big no. I'm not gonna fight with you, yeah, out your mind. When it comes to who got it and who doesn't, it clearly shows. Well beyond nice, yes, it's clearly so. Too much self-confidence to ever feel the glow. Was that the wolf pack that killed the goat? Born off the noose, racists want down to feel the rope. But we escape our affinities, infinities, and figure eights. Wooden trays for our dinner plates. Eating good, say our grace. Phony MCs got sour grapes. Our Florida apartment had a fireplace. Heat up the higher stage. Hero, you need 10 paces to see the side's face for the arrows. Hang out with the pharaohs just in case. Until we get it right, we learn to trust mistakes. Vivid memories of walking with our granddad at Graceland. About to open up a foundation you could donate. Full of life, the mysteries of self. It's a slow way. It's hard to trust a man to grow a beard but rock the shade face. Like the man who choose to leave early instead of staying late. Got it, who done the shows. Arguing online with a grown man's a big no. When it comes to who got it and who doesn't, it clearly shows. Arguing online with a grown man's a big no. Got better things to do with our time. Arguing online with a grown man's a big no. I'm not gonna fight with you, you're out your mind. When it comes to who got it and who doesn't, it clearly shows. Just don't need a sample pack, too much raw material. Rest in peace to my big cousin Theory Cheerio. Mix gon' sound right, mine know what cereal. Siri activated, but we ain't hit her up, we bugging yo. Heart froze at 40 below. Only God know how our blood flow like a burgundy Merlot. Gotta show up for yourself, don't be a no-show. Graveyard filled with three things: skeletons and hope souls. Disregard dirt in the tombstones. God color theory, more than two tones. Gray area, hue zone. Spend too much time to move on. And why the mind don't care to do right or do wrong. Let's Talk Beats Inc. 2026. Let's Talk Beats. So that's how that goes. So every verse that we've ever said, every verse that we've ever live stream in the future, perhaps we create some beats on the stream, and we've done this multiple times. Many of the songs that you guys are hearing right now were created on stream. It's just nobody was in them.
Creative technology, get it how it's gotta be. Scientist son, deep understanding of psychology. Pottery, call the kettle black beyond an oddity. The ones we show love to, hate on us, that's the novelty. Don's bedtime stories, the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Focus on the beautiful.
Aunt Pearl, like, so every verse that we've ever recorded goes through that process, and it ends up like that. And there's other documents as well. There's an intelligence layer, there's an interpretation layer, there's my framework layer, all of these things that are kind of a little bit more confidential than some of those public facing, like a document like that. So, you know, some artists are like, I don't want anybody to have my lyrics online. There are artists out there like that. I don't want anybody to know my lyrics. And I'm like, all right, cool. Me, I like seeing, like, feel like I showed like this book here, like I like pocketbooks. So I create, like, for my lyrics, I like creating pocketbooks like these for my lyrics. So, you know, just to publish and have things out there in the world. So, like I said, most I will be verified. Will probably, like I said, by the time, even though we almost checked out, hopefully, like, I live a long life. So by the time I check out of here, we have multiple of them. But the YouTube live stream, same deal. We document everything. Stream knows viewer data, what verse I performed, if I performed a verse, chat intelligence, mhm, the blog audit. So right now, letstalkbeats.com. We're working on the blog audit. Like right now, the site is down. Most I will be verified. It'll be back up in the next 24 hours. But we have essays that we write, and sometimes those essays turn into blog posts. And on those blog posts, I would say pretty useful information. It's a lot of information that I had to learn directly. Nobody told me. Nobody told me. I had to learn it in the business. And so we put that information out there. We want it to be like a resource hub for basically how we look at it as far as the rag game goes. We look at the rag game like a cliff. Whether or not some people feel like, oh, it's not a cliff, they can think of it however we want to. I don't think of the rag game like a cliff. All rappers and producers are running full speed on this cliff, not knowing that there's a cliff there. The ones who have already ended off, I mean, you may have seen it, like the Wild Buffaloes and some of those type of National Geographic, like when the animals are just all running to the cliff and they all just run off. Well, some of us run off the cliff like Roadrunner. Some of us run off the cliff like Wile E. Coyote. So if we ran off the cliff like Roadrunner, you know Roadrunner could just run off cliffs and keep running. But in this instance, we ran off the cliff, no parachute, knew that we were jumping off. Like one of our lyrics, we way over the edge where they convinced Icarus to leave. Anybody who understand the story of Icarus, Icarus had them wax wings trying to fly to the sun. So I like one of my favorite lyrics from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He said, we're gonna make it to the moon even if we have to crawl. I felt that. We're gonna make it to the moon even if we have to crawl. So a lot of rappers, a lot of producers run off that cliff. And some of our blog posts are, I want to say warning signs, because if it's your destiny to run off that cliff, you're gonna run off that cliff no matter what I tell you, no matter what anybody advises you, no matter what somebody shows you, you're gonna have to run off that cliff. And then hopefully, like I said, like hopefully you like the Roadrunner. If you like Wile E. Coyote, hopefully you get caught up on a branch, you climb yourself back, because Wile E. Coyote never died. He always got blown up. He always ran off the cliff, but he never died. So he had got to live to see another day. So those posts are like, just to say what I like to call shooting up flares. So shooting up flares to a greater destination. You may not know how to get there. You may not even know you heading in that direction. But somebody who's been where you're going or has come from where you've been previously can shoot up a flare to say, okay, yeah, I need to go that way. If I choose to not go that way, I could choose to go that way. And that's up to the individual. But we one of the type of people that's like, we could never say nobody showed us, nobody told us. As it relates to the music business, like it's totally different ball game. Like just media in general. We were shown how to function in the media industry. And those posts, like right now, there's 43 of them. We're running artists on them. We fix them, we rewrite them, we update them. And hopefully, that's going to grow month over month. And so what's next? We have the Gumroad products. Shit, I got to clear that. I need to see that. Didn't know that was personal information there. My bad about that. Should have previously saw that. But we got the 90-day business launch. And so like each one of these projects, Intelligence Hub, Studio Device Mastery, the catalog management, and registration management. A lot of times you guys see me doing the catalog management. So basically, my goal, every album, every song, and beat tracked, inventoried, that then gets registered. And so I have trackers. Those trackers track this. Now they have to be refined and cleaned and taken care of. But the CMOS trackers, they're always current. And all sessions basically from 2014 forward are classic. You know what I'm saying? And then that then functions for the registration management. And so every piece of IP, we register it. Like I said, these artists, if you're a rapper or producer on here, and you could take notes on these, you could pause the screen so you can see these. Because if you don't have these accounts, I think a lot of guys, they either have the ASCAP, CSAC, or the BMI, and that's it. And then they might be on one of these third-party platforms that I'm not going to name because one, I'm not affiliated with them, and two, they don't sponsor me, so I'm not going to talk about them. Just like I'm not sponsored or affiliated with these platforms beyond the point of they are necessary in what I call the registration management. So now a lot of producers, there are third-party platforms that they're on that they're putting beats on, and those platforms introduce, registration, and it's really an administrative way for them to kind of get a piece. Now, I don't know what the deals are. Maybe it is they just do 100%, but I couldn't even understand why a third party platform would do the administrative work for an artist without getting some type of fee because you can't do anything on the behalf of somebody else's intellectual property, not the legit legal way. So, ASCAP, MLC, Sound Exchange, Harry Fox, Music Reports, ISRCs. When you register with your performing rights organization, that's where you get your ISWC. So you don't need to pay for that outside of whatever it costs for you to affiliate with them. Then we have the LADE. So basically, say the Motu Ultralight MK3 hybrid is operated entirely through a user space USB driver. Some of you may have been on the stream and you've seen me not complain, but bring notice and reference to sometimes when I'm listening and monitoring with my audio interface, the Motu MK3, which is a vintage audio hard drive, not a hard drive, vintage audio interface, doesn't pair well with the modern Mac M4. So the protocols of audio on the Mac M4 and the security measures on the Mac M4 don't align with the protocols of a 2011 audio interface. So my idea and my theory was, okay, since I can't basically hack the interface, because their drivers are proprietary and Motu offers the driver. I'm not going to put them down like by opening up their website and showing their website and showing the driver. We can go to Motu because there's great tools on there. But like I said, I'm not endorsed and I'm not sponsored by any of them. So it's really not my job nor my business to promote them. It just so happens to be that that's the technology that I use in my stack for audio. So the Motu Ultralight MK3 hybrid is operating entirely through a user space USB driver. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I know I'm working on it. I'm like I say I'm phase 2. We're about phase 2 and we're working on phase 3. And the defective FireWire audio kext is eliminated. So the FireWire audio, now maybe if I was running a FireWire cable,
and not a USB cable, but I can't really determine how I would get a FireWire. Let me just see. Maybe I could run it through the back of the Thunderbolt screen, but we don't know about that right now. And so we're going to have that eliminated from the kernel. So we want to have zero kernel panics, because what a panic is basically it's communicating. It doesn't know, okay, we need to keep the volume at this. So the volume increases to the max when I'm in my headphones. Super obnoxious, super unnecessary. Then we have the LTC operating system, which is, some of you may also know, we have another platform called Let's Talk Capital. Let's Talk Capital is basically it's a financial capital intelligence system. So we have 8 scripts built for that right now. We haven't ran it really much, but basically that's where we take live sessions and we take marketable action from market intelligence. So Yahoo Finance, there's a whole slew of different locations where we get that information to. With the Freedom of Information Act, a lot of that information is made public. So we get that, we search that, we scrape that, we analyze that, and we take that intelligence and we put it into binary options. I don't recommend that to anybody. Play at your own risk. It's not financial advice, it's life-changing advice. Binary options, equities, and crypto. That's like I got one of those lyrics with Don spin his last song, crypto. No. In my song Trenches. Like my song Trenches is actually a ode to crypto. Let's play it. I don't know if you guys have heard. I mean, if you've been here for any considerable amount of time, you've probably heard this through. A9, never underestimate the trenches. Never underestimate the trenches.
Never underestimate the trenches. Grandma told me, baby, go to the top. She long gone, just still as a stop. Get you some money, dope by the knot. Picking a lock, nah, we ain't knock. Oh, hey, you know babies out of wedlock. Foundation solid as bedrock. Bending corners, blow out your engine block. Working so hard, your heart almost stop. What you see in the trenches could leave you shocked. Snipers ain't for the head, so don't get shot. Seen a lot of red when the prices drop. But we here for the green till we harvest the crop. But just naming the scam, you guaranteed to get blocked. Like it or not, hit tickets with the nerds and the jocks. Currency swap, sweeter than peppermint snot. Slaying at our own risk like we pulling the slots. I can tell your hustle is relentless. Ain't I never underestimate the trenches. Woke up to 1,000 scams all in your mentions. Ain't I never underestimate the trenches. Never underestimate the trenches. Never underestimate the trenches. Woke up to 1,000 bots all in your mentions. Lock into all your games, outshine your misses. Butter and eggs, cover the spread. Thinking about pixels and JPEGs. Do your own research in the NFT teacher. Never trust a word a KOL said. Lovely lips, cherry red. We don't go to bed just to get ahead. Can't be spoon fed. Wanna stack a couple crumbs to a loaf of garlic bread. Looking for that perfect match like a newlywed. Lovely know what charge since she dropped dead gorgeous. Not impressed if your bag is enormous. Plus knows everything worthwhile takes time. Not betting on the head, bet the tortoise. Never giving up the keys to the fortress. Self-custody, can't let them extort us. Code, give us more trust. Keep our affairs in order. Transaction on chain, digital brick and mortar. I can tell your hustle is relentless. Ain't I never underestimate the trenches. Woke up to 1,000 scams all in your mentions. Ain't I never underestimate the trenches.
That's off the project How's Tuesday Treating You.
Never underestimate the trenches.
I really love this beat. I can't wait to work on it. Super excited
Woke up to 1,000 bots all in your
to
mentions.
get it up to speed.
Lock into all your games, outshine your misses.
Right. So that's the LTCOS. Basically finances my operation. So I'm not up here trying to squeeze the last $20 out your back pocket. Rinse and repeat. We earn elsewhere. And then we have the script layer. The script layer is, we have 37 active scripts. It grows basically by the session. We started with 0 scripts, let's say a month and a half ago. This system is all fairly new. And like I said, we are our own guinea pig for our own operations. My business partner asked me to say, well, are you going to roll this out to other people? And do I think it would be useful? Absolutely. Like I say, organization is not rappers and producers' best skill set. Organization, operational management, operational infrastructure, those are not things that are, let's just say, taught to rappers. Some have it intuitively, but I would say 9 out of 10 rappers are I was like, let me see the folder where you keep all your music in. All your verses, all your features, all your beats, and there will be some intelligence to what they're doing, but the level of organizational structure that it really requires, like we talked about before, you want that 150,000, you want that 250,000, you want them 100,000 listeners. There's some organization that needs to be addressed. If you think that, okay, we'll just be able to get that type of traction on the fly just because we're posting on Instagram and because we're posting on X, uh-uh. The operational infrastructure needs to be in place. If an operating infrastructure is not in place, it's not going to cut it. So we have 37 active scripts, 6 automation commands, 1 command ends each session. My goal is to have 0 manual filing. Now, some things are going to require to be manually done, but we want to decrease the friction between the creative and the administrative. What did it say? The infrastructure is invisible. It simply works. That's how we like it. So the alias registry, every script has an alias. This is because it'd be almost impossible for me to remember this whole stretch of text. So to make it kind of, like I said, to decrease friction, that's what our goal is. It's like oil in your engine is there to decrease the friction from your pistons as your engine is generating the power to push you forward on your tires with your transmission. We want to decrease the friction of the creative and the administrative. System run closes everything. RFD run, that's how we activate and analyze our verses. Intelligence Hub, we've already completed everything in the Intelligence Hub. That's another one of our proprietary assets over here at Let's Talk Beats. What we have going on is we have access to one of the top market research entities on planet Earth, which is why I don't show their documents on stream because that would be a violation of the agreement that we have. And we're not going to violate that agreement because we want to continue to have access to the market research and the industry reports. Those industry reports give us synthesized data as it relates to making more informed decisions for our business. And we share that information. We don't share the reports. We analyze and interpret the information in the reports, and then we create our own documents. We create our own proprietary interpretations, and we have those for, like I say, to make our informed decisions about moving forward. Then we have the YT run. So anytime like this stream has been about an hour and 52 minutes. We're going to document the name, concurrent viewers. Like right now, we're sitting around, we're resting around like 599 views. Like I said in that one song, like, Justin, I'm proud of you. 50 views on the live stream. I've gotten 2 views, 3 views, 10. Like I say no viewers. As I say, it's dope when you guys come through. Like I sat in here by myself. So it's it's always dope when we get kind of new people into the community. And so what we have the RMOS run, that's the registration management. And then we have the clean to make sure we kind of clean everything up. Part 4 is the 14 projects, thesis, status, and connection. I just basically gave you an off the dome rundown of all the different products and projects that we got going on. And basically that's the thesis. I'm saying? Project 5, part 5, how the projects connect. We want to always have continuity. So no project exists independent of itself. They all work together to create the infrastructure. All right, so that gives all 14. That breaks down the connection, the purpose, the philosophical foundation, like I mentioned. My background is in philosophy and entrepreneurship. So 2 principles underline every decision in the system. Ownership over attention The independent artist who builds infrastructure owns their creative output in a way that no platform deal, label relationship, or algorithmic favor can replicate. So what does that mean? Like, if you have the infrastructure, you own it. If you don't have the infrastructure, like they say when certain rappers want to play that big dog game, right? And I'm like, okay, I'll search your name, right? So I go search your name. I don't even got to search the registrations of the catalogs because when you have access to some of these systems, some of these tools, we can search the databases of the ISRCs, we can search the databases of the ISWCs, we can search all types of databases that are related to music ownership in the record industry in the United States. We can search and really see what the real deal is. And it's not rocket science. We can search it and confirm are you really the big dog or you're not the big dog. Like, but every stream platform wants attention, a passive relationship where the artist waits for someone else to act. The system makes ownership real and operational, not theoretical. When a verse is documented, analyzed, filed, and backed up in 45 seconds, that is ownership. Why is that ownership? Because like I said, I was able to show you that one system. Like when I make my pocketbooks of my rhymes, like that's ownership. Now, could I say like you can go to Amazon and find it? Maybe. Do your research. Could you go to Let's All Beats and find it? Perhaps. Do your research. It's all in my ecosystem. When every ISRC, ISWC, and ASCAP work ID is tracked in a live registry, that's ownership. When 8,470 plus sessions files spanning a decade of production are organized and protected and on mirrored drive, that's ownership. Automation serves creativity. Every manual step eliminated by a script is time and attention returned to the work itself. So a lot of artists get tripped up when it comes to the administrative work, which is why many artists lean so deeply into the creative aspect and not the administrative because it takes so much time away. And a lot of artists really thrive in the creative. They don't thrive in the administrative. So people typically tend to focus on those things that they're good at and kind of avoid the things they're not so good at. The goal is never to build infrastructure for its own sake, but to build exactly as much as needed to keep the creative work moving without friction. That's what we talk about. We were talking about with one of our partners earlier today. Like, you got to be able to finance it. Who's financing it? So if you want to stay in the realm of ideas, you want to stay in the realm of creativity all day, great. But who's going to finance it? Who's going to put the money up for that? Something a lot of young people don't really realize when life is kind of being facilitated for them. Roof over their head, electricity, like I said, all of the head of household responsibilities. A verse analysis produces 4 documents: a tracker entry and a backup sync from the terminal for the terminal Windows closes. A new session file gets logged in the session roster automatically. The work is protected and organized the moment it is created. These principles appear in concrete engineering decisions throughout the system. The work title map is a single Python module imported from every CMS script because the principle of single source of truth is not just an engineering preference. It is an expression of the philosophy. The script registry is the authority for all script names system wide. The archive never deletes because history has no value. History has value not always apparent at the moment of its creation. Man, this master reference is just super important. So, but we're not going to continue to read all this right now because we've already been on here for an hour and 58 minutes, a 2 hour long stream. It's been a tremendous stream. So we're gonna close up out of there. And what we want to do is we want to prime our session for tomorrow. And like I said, I have to look into this because the punctuation passes have nothing in there. So I'm gonna have to clean this up out the system. If there's nothing in the punctuation passes, then I don't need them in there. Production notes, all of this is empty, it seems. And the raw transcription, those have, so these are the folders that have the blank text files for me to go in there and write the lyrics to. And the only one I've done this for right now is for the Abduction Chronicles. We only have what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only have 9 in there, but we have 14 albums. So we have to get that corrected. Scripts versus, and like I said, it's often, it could be slightly overwhelming, but guess what? Who's gonna do it for me? Who's gonna manage all my sessions for me and all my songs for me? I'm not signing my rights away to the industry for them to do. No, sir. Not me. Not I, said the cat. So let's go to my other hard drive. No, hold up. So we're on documents right now. Yeah, let's go to LTB. And so then let's go to Reason Projects. And then let's go to 2026. Let's go to Projects. No need to stress. That's not it. I definitely don't think that's it. Because we're not working on No Need to Stress. We're working on Water and Good News. I'm tripping. I'm like, those look familiar, but move the goalpost, master. Right, this is the proper file holder. So now the next song is Only Way Up. April 20th, we already did that. So let me see something else. Let's go to April 26th. Let's go to Water and Good News. So let me close out of here and let me go back to Reason. Go back to Reason, go to Open. Just the view is a little bit different. Right, move the goalpost, Water and Good News. This is going to show me what hasn't been done yet. So today we did move the goalpost. Yesterday, we actually did a power session. Yesterday, we did Breathe It In. Don't even exist. Marianne used to say, we are not going to do that power session because it's already 3:55. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I have work, so I'm going to have to be back up in the next 4 hours. But 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got to be back in the next 4 hours. But so for tomorrow's, let's say tonight's stream, let's say Only Way Up, Masters. When was this? Doesn't tell me the date added. Let's see if this has already been worked on. Yeah, this looks like it's already been worked on.
I wasn't ready.
We stayed down. We stayed down, the only way's up. We stayed down. Not much to say, just pray that the Lord forgive them. I did crystal clear before the vision. Don't know the math, but know the multiply before division. Why they searching? Just keep it clean as a surgeon. For those rupees and euros, USD. Just like a traveling merchant when you see me. Know your style expires, and you're angry and a liar. Just try to bless you, while promoters finesse you, just to put your name on a flyer. It's Marion's grandson. I got some family members in Florida that'll hold you for ransom. They say I'm frustrating. I think they just hating. The evil in them got them trusting Satan. But they know God, the Holy Father. Put you up on game, we won't even bother. We stayed down, the only way's up. We stayed down. We stayed down, the only way's up. We stayed down. The only way's up. The only way's up. The only way's up. We stayed down, the only way's up. Love maker would sound like what we never heard in our life. Our favorite rappers couldn't climb to these heights. 9 out of 10 die young, gotta live to win. Was born to swim in them deep waters without fins, without gills. How you rap without skills? You fell for the dream that you could rhyme and pay your bills. Running back theory, we training uphill. Don't ask
RKG.
we in the field with a deluxe shield.
I know that.
Just tongue is a heavenly sword. They say health is wealth, that's what the celery for. And that vintage wine kept in the cellar, of course. From Maryland to Brooklyn, love me singing, just good looking. She wanna give me all the loving and home cooking.
Stay up, fam.
Take it slow like processing and central booking. Dante's Inferno, they wanna dig they hooks
Say
in.
top 3.
In my journal, don't ever let the crooks
That's
in.
the only way up.
We stayed down, the only way's up. We stayed down. We
Like we talked about this the other night. You say this is one of those. This is a real important one right here. Health is wealth. That's what the celery's for.
Yeah, man. So I don't think that this is the one. We don't need to work on this one. We don't need to work on that one tomorrow. For tomorrow, we're looking to see what project and Water and Good News we need to work on for tomorrow's stream. So only way up, even though it was in the previous 7 days, we must have worked on that before. So let's say Rappers is Demonic. See, Rappers Demonic doesn't have a one we could tell like it hasn't been worked on yet because it doesn't have the proper. I mean, this was the proper way we filed the name, but now with the glitch in the Mac, where if I press spacebar, it deletes the name. We have to change how this name is set up. So, matter of fact, I'm not gonna do that right now. We'll do that tomorrow. So, and what I could tell is all the way over here. So on this other screen, so I know I haven't saved it over in here. I'm gonna keep this open for tomorrow. So we're just gonna give it a run listen right now, and this is gonna be what we work on tomorrow.
Let's talk beats.
Too loud.
Ready.
And you already know you can look at the see we can tell we haven't done it, we haven't worked on this yet. So these are straight raw vocals recorded.
They words don't add up, don't get a plus, they get a minus. Lovey said I let cocaine up in my sinus.
Lovey's a liar.
Just reading scripture, Nehemiah. Look, I'm dead in his eyes. Bet you see a sire. Waiting for the Messiah to come back here. Taking big trips just to start off the year. Lovey said I did it dirty, now she cut off her hair. You can keep that drama over there. Hard bold, but not cold as a polar bear's. Down flow drift like a solar flare. Let go resentment only for those who care. I only care to tell you that I couldn't care less. I'm fighting a war between spirit and flesh. I drink organic coconut water, far away from the slaughter. Nah, you can't get here from just trying harder. Hallow thy name, trust thy father. Ask me to be honest, most rappers demonic. Almost make just sick, you wanna vomit. Nah, you can't get here from just trying harder. Hallow thy name, trust thy father. Ask me to be honest, most rappers demonic. Almost make just sick, you wanna vomit. Amateurs wanna give lectures. Been in this game for 20 years and I still got questions. Found out arrogance is infectious. Time is the teacher and class is hard. Dime showed up late in the fastest cars. You want a race, but yours not fast as ours. Dime the enforcer. He ain't had to play Forza, to skirt in that blue Porsche. It had to be a sorcerer to cruise to Corsica. Tell you more if it was. Two things can't be true when it comes to the rap game, there's no love. Put all mine in the Lord above. Never in the Lord of this plane. Lovey asked me weekly how I'm doing, more of the same. Keeping it decent, even when the rap money slow. Stay out the precinct.
Like this is listenable, but I could see all those spikes. Man, they got to go, and it just sounds better when those spikes are managed. We say managing expectations.
Hallow thy name, trust thy father. Ask me to be honest, most rappers demonic. Almost make just sick, you wanna vomit.
Yeah, man, I think that's definitely going to be an important one. See, open recents. See, Untitled 2. What is this? Open just that. It was supposed to open the entire. But what was that? What was Untitled 2? Was Untitled 2 open recent? Untitled 2. No, I don't want to open Untitled 2. Let's see. What you said, your gift and curse as a composer. What would you say that is from your perspective in the short time that we linked and connected? Well, I look for this file. I, I could have sworn I saved it. Open here. not stream data. Should just be in documents. Let's see, it's in documents. Mhm. Let's see, where is this file? Because it has good information in it for me. I don't see it anywhere. See it here, I don't see it here. No, that's not it. Is it in text? No, it's not there. Project instructions. And it's so crazy to me that, because that's untitled text, that's that. So no, that's not the one. Where, so we gotta cancel that. I don't know where that document is, but you said it sounds perfect too. Man, it, and you right, it does sound, but see, like I got a whole breakdown of this because we call this empirical musicology, right? But I see, hear, but like we can't taste music. We can feel it, can't really touch music unless we was playing the instrument like the guitar, but it sounds good. But like you could see, like visually, we can see those spikes. That oscillation is out of control. It's not composed. It's not controlled. And like I said, no artist, no rapper, no performer could really, like, let's just say the best performing singer or the best performing like rapper might be able to. Might manage some of that with, you know, breath control, how close you are to the microphone, things of that nature. But at least in my system, man, I record into this mic and like those spikes, it's just gonna sound better like when they're all like when there's continuity. That's what we call it. Like we say, like managing those expectations. When there's that continuity, man, it just sounds way better. What you said? You said Gooba. What you said? You said this one is better than the last one, but I have two criticism overall. You're a little too monotone, not much enough emotion coming off your tone, and flow seems a little rough. Not trying to be rude, just telling you what I think. Hope you can achieve your goals. I appreciate that. What's your name? Goomba. Yeah, all feedback is welcome over here. So I appreciate that, and I will take that feedback and I will process it. I cannot I can't act on that feedback, save for because one aspect of my creative expression and creative process is I create it and I work on it, and I typically don't, like, I have a 10 take system, so I create compositions of vocals. So if you say like these vocals here, there are 13 recordings. So in those 13 recordings, you say 13 takes or whatnot, and I go through and I pick which one at the time. I make a decision which one sounds best to me, and I run with it. And there's always there's always room for improvement with the creative process and creative expression. So most definitely. But that's my style, man. So it's I really want to, and here I am, silly me. Now mind you, I barely made out of high school with a .51 GPA. I say that to say this. You could say I'm slow. I won't say I'm slow, but you could say I'm slow. I'm sitting here looking for this file, this document, and the whole time the document's in my text editor right in front of me. I'm going through folder through folder. I'm like, nah, this not it. It's not this, not it. And it's right here in front of me the whole time. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. But let's go ahead and process this to get ready for tomorrow. See, look, see how it's blank? Like it's gonna show up on your screen like we have a little bit of latency. Why is the title of the song not there? Just why isn't it there? So we going rappers demonic. When I click on it in the session, it pops up again. But the glitch, see the glitch in Apple products right now, and I don't work for Apple's team, and I have no point of contact with Apple's team. But if you have a period, the way I name my beats, LTB underscore 032 underscore think underscore 1.2 or 1 period 2 space, then whatever I title it. Apple has a glitch on the new operating systems that if you have a period, then a space, that communicates to the system to delete it. So just so me show an example. If I try to press space bar now, say I want to call this rappers demonic, close parentheses, space bar. I want to name it this. I press space bar, it deletes everything. The reason why it deletes it, when there's a period in the save as title box, and then there's a space, that communicates to the operating system to delete everything, which is a super obnoxious glitch, I would say. So the only hack I've been able to find and only solution I've been able to find is to not use spaces and to use underscores through everything. So now so now it's coming to my text editor. Just have to figure it out until Apple patches it, until they fix it. So like when y'all see me on the command line and I'm running patches through the terminal to scripts that aren't functioning properly. So sometimes they need to be patched. So say like my clean script, it's dropping files and folders that it doesn't need to go into. Well, that patch it's like a hole in the bottom of a boat. You got to patch it up. So I'm waiting for Apple to patch it. Whether or not it's a known glitch and hack, they know. They absolutely know. But whether it's high priority for them to fix, that's another question. So we want to change this to mastered, even though it hasn't been mastered yet. But what we will do tomorrow will definitely it'll definitely get mastered tomorrow. So we'll turn that to mastered. We'll go to rappers demonic. We'll go to create a folder, masters, close that in, drop that in there. We'll go to 1.3. And we're going to have to patch our catalog management system because right now our catalog management system pulls from the names as they were. Now with this introduction of these underscores, I need to patch the content. So I'll keep calling it. So I'm gonna probably have to build a content management system. So I'll stop talking about it. It's probably my spirit just keep telling me to build that. But the catalog management system, it's going to need to have a patch to know, okay, to pull files that have all the underscore through it and retrieve previous sessions that didn't have that. And I'm going to have it updated and we're going to do the command line. I might put that on the to-do list for tomorrow, but our calendar is already out of control. Our calendar is, I don't even really want to look at my calendar. Where's my calendar? I don't even know where my calendar is right now. Where is my calendar? Wherever my calendar is, I'll find it. So we're going to save this. We're going to save that right there. What you said, old school internet underscore always work. Yeah, man. It changes. I mean, it's the only way I can save a file. And at first I thought it was a Reason glitch. And I was about to get on Reason's head because Reason is real nasty to like their users. At least that's been my experience. And some of the most powered Reason users over the years, they went underground because Reason Studios is like maybe it's because of where the region of the world and just the communication method. Because it's like people from different parts of the world all communicate differently, but it's like in Asia, like tipping is not looked at as if you don't tip in Shanghai, nobody's gonna look at you crazy. Like the culture is like if you're in a position of service, you're supposed to serve anyway. So nobody's gonna look at you crazy like you didn't break me off a little extra. So maybe out there and where Reason is, they don't really communicate. And I mean, they pick certain users, but I mean, like, there have been some Reason power users who like got done real dirty. Like the lore between them just got done real dirty. So I thought it was a Reason glitch at first, and then upon doing some research, I came to realize it's really an Apple glitch. And you see Tim Cook stepping down, so I don't know what Apple has going on. They're doing all types of foolishness. Let me see. Like, I don't want to be in here. That's for that. Let me see if I can find. What'd you say? You say nah. You say school teachers. You to be a good follower. Of course, it ain't going to be good for people who trying to lead. Yeah, man. Old school internet underscores always work. Let me see what that said. School teaches you to be a good follower. Right? Yeah, man. It really does. It does. But- And now, lo and behold, like my history would not show what I needed to show. Would you look at that? I don't even know. Man. So if you're in project instructions, it's supposed to have way more than, so I basically have lost all of those. I basically lost all those tabs that I wanted to keep. Man, these computers, man, sometimes. So what? We're at Google Calendar. And then when I type Google in, it wants to do its own thing. Google Calendar. Probably brings up my Google Calendar. Right. So we are in April. This is what my calendar looks like for Let's Talk Beats. So what's today? Today is the 22nd. I didn't do the blueprint launch. I worked on something different. So pardon me. Sometimes it's not always on schedule. And blog session for my personal operation. This is not my work calendar. It's my work calendar for my work after my work. Let's just put it like that. My work calendar. So what they say, you're supposed to get 16-hour days. Like I don't know what they be talking about, man. But it's like to get where I'm trying. I said, I tell you one of my favorite lyrics. Said we're gonna make it to the moon, even if we have to crawl. So for us, that means earning our living and doing this. So we're gonna update this calendar actually, but I think this is. Let's go ahead and so we know what song that is, and let's head out. We're gonna play a couple of joints. Throw that on shuffle.
Don't make a scene, balance in the beam.
I did it's a good point to state for today. You know what I'm saying? I'm man, glad you guys are part of this session. As always, you guys help make it fun. So we on the road to 300. For those on the rewatch, appreciate those who tuned in. Like I said, every time, like, we gonna keep doing these lives. And it's like, YouTube is like, you gotta plan your content. You gotta do shorts. You got to. It's like, look, man, I got like 8,000 sessions. All of them need to be worked. All of them need to be updated. And that's what we're gonna do on here. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in.
Brazil. What's it Luxembourg? Longines on stainless steel. Blackface. Make big moves gripping that wheel. Never took a flight to Brazil.
Was it India?
Never took a flight to Brazil.
Or was it Luxembourg?
No point in living if you live like your time is up. Had to walk so many miles, we couldn't find a bus. The way he maneuver, he did call an Uber. See things as they truly are and not minutia. Deep in your soul, not with a hand.
Big up to those who stayed through the whole live. You know who you are, how that goes down. Appreciate that. Really helps me. Helps my channel grow. It's like we're out here communicating with algorithms. I tell you, like my garage door opener, my microwave. They're gonna take my job. They're gonna take my job. Like I said, a couple highlights of tonight. We got a lot done for our infrastructure. We got a lot done administratively. We got so much progress. We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep increasing. Some of these joints are getting second life. I mean, everything that we've heard, it's like 2 years old. I look forward to once we get through each album, like you see it on this, like what I have in my iTunes, we work project through project. So we've already done the Abduction Chronicles. We've already done No Need to Stress on stream. Water and Good News was actually recorded all on stream. All 9 of those songs were recorded on stream, so they haven't even made it into my iTunes yet. So once we export the final versions as they are, as they say, you say they ready as they are. Like, the crazy thing is, all of these verses, all of these songs in here, I know they filled with spikes. I know it. I know they are full with spikes, and I'm gonna get them. Say I'm a spike hunter. Just it satisfies something in me. So we're gonna do Water and Good News. Once we finish Water and Good News, we're gonna pick. We got to do A Bigger Sacrifice. Then we're gonna do F Up Then Bounce Back. How's Tuesday Treating You? See Don Go. Seed Grows Where It Lands. And Something That Doesn't Actually Exist. Once we clear all those, we'll be able to get back to going to our recovery sessions. In our recovery sessions, where it's like I said, it's about transformation. Taking material from past decades, refreshing it, updating it, bringing it to new. Because the majority of the sessions were all recorded, and all processed in Reason 11. And last month, maybe like I've been on Reason 13 now for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So they all got to get brought up to speed. So like I said, we'll never run out of content, ever. We don't got to do any theatrics. We don't got to do nothing to go viral. None of that. I really prefer being behind the scenes. But like I say, we growing, we expanding, we doing things differently. If you do what you always did, you get the same outcome. So everything you hear, for those of you who know, like the Marvel Universe, I'm Justin David. It's Rare Foreign Dome. Let's Talk Beats. I super appreciate all of y'all who show me support, and we're gonna keep doing this. Most High will be verified, Lord willing, as long as I'm in the land of the living. We're gonna come back with another one. With that said, I want to acknowledge those of you who came through. Appreciate y'all, man, for real. And with that said, this has been another tremendous session. This has been a tremendous live. Like, I have a lot of fun doing this. We say, damn, these music making programs should have some autosave features like Microsoft Word. Creating can last hours. Would be smart to have it periodically create temporary save. I think some softwares do that. I think some softwares do. The software I use doesn't. Like maybe 3 streams ago, RKG was in here when it happened. We had like a 2-hour, and that's kind of my era, because save everything. Like I might make some merch. To say there's a few things I'm gonna make for my merch. I already got merch. Like I got a whole ecosystem over here. Been doing this for a while, but I want to have a shirt that says save everything. Hoodies, save everything. Might even do hats, save everything. But my favorite shirt is Who Band Dime. There's a lot of lore to that. And I just want to rap and make beats. And I want to make $100,000 a year. That too. When I think of the most common things that I have in conversations with rappers and producers, you just want to make beats, man. We just want to write rhymes. But you can't be the man who can and just make beats and rap. It don't work that way. At least I never met him. Like I said, I've been doing this a while. Like, I ain't never met him. And I know that gets promoted on the internet a lot. So we run a session 2-3 hours. Forgot to save. Software crashed. Probably would have went viral if I smashed my computer. Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know, to catch more live stream sessions like this. Like my channel. If I pop up in your algorithm, super please. Most definitely. Appreciate you coming in. And like I said, that feedback, take it to account. You know what I'm saying? But the creative arts, man. You got to make it how we make it. You know what I mean?
Is accepting. It takes a lifetime to get to know yourself. 20 years old and a Mustang doing donuts. I was a kid, I was hanging with the grown-ups. Came to learn that the pain was all in vain if you let this cold world make you go nuts.
Drop a like if you enjoyed today's session. Hit me up in the comment section if you ever have any questions. You already know how it goes. So, appreciate y'all tuning in. It's perfect time for me to end it. If you learned something today that you didn't know yesterday, that's a great thing. And may this reach you up, happy and healthy in the land of the living. Much love, respect, and as always, peace. In.
It took a lifetime just for me to get to love myself. A blind spot of you is accepting. It takes a lifetime to get to know yourself. A blind spot of you is accepting.